My dear friends, today we'll discuss basic satellite communication part 7, the earth station technology. Before we will go to earth station technology, let us have a look to the satellite payload with which all earth stations has to communicate. Basically, satellite will have the transponders. Transponders means one relay station which will receive the signal from the ground and it will translate to other frequency and it will finally amplify and further retransmit to the ground station. This is called a bent pipe transponder because just like a water flow in a pipe, it will go and come back. Here it is not having any processing, that means it is not a regenerative transponder where inside the payload demodulator and a modulator would take place. Now some of the spacecraft payload are operating and also it is in the experimental way because the complexity of the satellite, it is not that much popular like bent pipe transponders. And say we'll consider a satellite will have 12 transponder. It is just, you can say, a first generation of satellite around 1975 time. And let us consider here the from the ground the receive frequency will be 6 gigahertz and that will be 5.925 to 6.425 gigahertz range, and it will be translated by putting LO 22225 megahertz, and then it will be preamplified and it will be channelized because through that 500 megahertz bandwidth, at least we can, if 40 megahertz will do a transponder bandwidth, it will accommodate 12 transponders. And real use will be 36 megahertz and 4 megahertz will be a guard band to avoid interference. So here all 12 transponders will be amplified by TWTA and then it will be output mux via, it will again feed to the diplexer of the satellite antenna. Here one gain control amplifier is included because to increase or decrease the satellite transponder gain, say here 122 dB step attenuator is included, which can be varied from the ground control command station, and when it will be 0 dB attenuation, the transponder will have a high gain transponder and that will be make access to lower diameter ground station and we are having very less bandwidth. Other way, when gain attenuation will be 22 dB, it will act as a low gain transponder, and by that higher size antenna will operate to that, and maximum like TV channels and other data signal can be transmitted to the satellite. the same way it will come back with the different frequency. And at present, due to the polarization, dual polarization use and many bandwidth like C, Q, K, and even also now it is going to Q and V band, and with the spot frequency, spot beam method, the bandwidth are increased many folds, and all over the world are communicating with many satellites in a geo-equatorial orbit, and due to that the whole bandwidth are multiplied even up to terahertz range, and everybody is about to fulfill their needs. Now, if we will go to Earth station, in Earth station, due to this payload specification, the Earth station standards are changing. Actually, in International Satellite Corporation, in beginning, they are having A, B, C, E1, E2, E3, F1, F2, F3, like this band size of the station, and it is depend upon the size and G by T. Say standard A is having 18 meter C band operation, and G by 2 will be 35 plus 20 log A by 4, because this 35 will be G by T 35 dBk for 4 gigahertz, and less or more than 4 gigahertz, this will be corrected 20 log A by 4. Similarly, B will be B standard 11 meter C band 31.7 plus 20 log A by 4, and C standard will be Ku band, it will be 16 meter, and G by 2 will be more than or equal to 37 plus 20 log F by 11.2 gigahertz. Like that, E1, E2, E3 are Ku band, that is 2.4 to 4.5, and G by 2 will be 25, and E2 will be 4.5 to 7 meter Ku band, E3 will be 6 to 9 meter Ku band. Next will come F1, F2, F3, these are C band, 3.7 to 4.5 to 5.5 to 7.5 meter diameter, and 7.3 to 9 meter diameter, and the G by 2 will be 22.1, 27 and 29. And the next will be G band, the G standard, it will be up to 4.5 meter, it will be used for C and Ku band. Earlier, the standard A was operating 32 meter antenna, and which G by 2 was 40 dBk. Because of the power or ERP increase of the satellite transponder, the size has come down. The next A size became 18 meter. For doing the calculation or the measurement, we have to do the ground to satellite and satellite to ground, the two maximum travel of the carrier frequency, and plus the satellite gain, and also the earth station down uplink side and downlink side, all the comments, it will be characterized or measured or assessed by a decibel method, but it is very difficult to multiplication and division. We can talk gain is equal to 10 log P out by P in, loss is equal to 10 log P in by P out, 10 log A into B will be 10 log A plus 10 log B, 10 log A by B will be 10 log A minus 10 log B, 10 log A square will be 2 into 10 log A or 20 log A. 10 log root A will be 1 by 2 into 10 and a log A. Like that fashion, all calculation will be taken care. And the major stations, say we can talk about 9 meter to 18 meter, and middle size station will be 9 meter to 4.5 meter, and next will be the like VSAT terminals, which will be smaller size, and the size will be reduced according to the frequency band of operation. Say K band will be very small size, then next will be Q band, next will be C band. Mostly in fixed satellite communication, we are using, or the broadcasting satellite communication, we are using C band, Q band, and K band. We can just see how these frequency bands are designated very briefly. In electromagnetic waves, previously we have discussed, and in satellite communication, it can use right from UHF band to QV band. UHF band, say, up to 1 gigahertz, excuse me, up to 1 gigahertz, and next is L band, one to 2 gigahertz. Next will be S band, 2 to 4 gigahertz. Next will be C band, 4 to 8 gigahertz. Next will be X band, 8 to 10. Then Q band, 10 to 15, and K band, 7 to 31 gigahertz. Next Q and V band will be 40 to 50 gigahertz range. This UHF, L band, and S band mostly have lower band width, and these are extensively used for mobile operations and GPS operation, global positioning satellite. And S band, in earlier we used to broadcasting satellite service, but now it is all used for military purpose. Therefore, these bands are in low capacity but used extensively all over the world for military, experiment, mobile, etc. Then we will go to fixed satellite service, and also here it is used for mobile satellite service, which will be international organization will be operating, and handheld and small terminal size are operating from the air or sea or from the ground, that is maritime communication through Inmarsat organization. And the C band will be 4 to 8 gigahertz band, and that is mostly crowded and all over the world with region wise it is extremely it is used, and it will not have much rain attenuation. That is, this here downlink will be say 3.6 to 4.8 gigahertz. This is downlink, and uplink will be 5.8 to 7 gigahertz. And X band purely for military use and some earth observation study purpose, which it will be used for polar satellite like Indian Cartosat IR series satellites. Similarly, for to meet the demand, now Ku band has come to use, and here Ku and Ka band, though it is having rain attenuation, but after studying the all over the earth area where less rain are happening, this frequency are used more and more, and where high density of rain area there, though these frequencies are used, but some measures are taken even all the places how to combat that rain attenuation, and this is having more frequency band compared to C band. This will be used as the downlink 10.7 to 12.7, and uplink will be 12.75 to 14.8 gigahertz, and it will have multiple frequency operation because uplink will be some band. This frequency are again subdivided in K1, K2, K3 up to K5, like 10.7 to 11, 11.2, 11.25, 11.25 to 11.5, like this way. And this frequency also will be divided accordingly. Next we will come to Ka band. The downlink will be 17 to 21 gigahertz downlink, and uplink will be 27 to 31 gigahertz. This will be used now for spot beam operation, FSS operation, and now this is having more demand. Though rain attenuation is there, but it will have more demand because high capacity and less interference. Next will be Q and V band. Some experiments are going on, and some satellite transponders are operating in that nature. So this is mostly this frequency band of operation we have discussed very briefly. Now, if we talk about the earth station, the major part is antenna. You see, in the satellite technology, most of the things, experiment and the invention and the research are going on. One is the antenna, which will be the front end, and the back end, which will be modem processing. Like so many digital processing are taken place in modulator and demodulator, size, and these two things are time to time advancing, and though other things are just straightforward, but that is also having some of the new development things are going on for making the reliable and remote operation. If we go to a satellite station, previously whatever the size, weight was there, now it is reduced dynamically by use of fiber optics in integration, fiber optic integration, and Ethernet switch. Those are making the operation and maintenance very easiest way. Therefore, antenna is the front end. It will have get the signal for high power amplifier, and it will convert to electromagnetic waves, and it will transmit to the far point, say satellite. And similarly, it will receive the signal from satellite, and it will pass to the low noise amplifier. Then it will be further down converted, and it will go to processing center for retrieving the signal or data. And many types of antenna are used. One is, say, helix. Two is feed horn or horn antenna. Three is microstrip. Four is reflector, parabolic reflector. Five is antenna arrays. Many antenna arrays are there. For satellite communication, these are mostly used, and just in the beginning it will be also there dipole. This dipole, helix, feed horn, these are microstrip. Microstrip will be, all small like telephone or mobile. It is used, and these are low gain, high beamwidth antenna, but where small bandwidth are necessary, it is used either in satellites or in ground station. But maximum the use is the reflector antenna, and this reflector antenna will talk more detail in next part. I hope this is end of today topic. We will see next. Thanks for listening.